Hello everyone, my name is Muir, and this is Starsector, Big Ship Energy. So last time we had repaired our faction to an extent with the hegemony, and now we are making our way back to Duzak, where we are going to try to see what we can do over here. Let's get away. Let our ships do their job, taking out the pirates. And what can we continue to do? We will need to deal with the Persian League a little bit, and alright, so let's go ahead and dump all this stuff back into our capital here. Cool. So, what else do we have? Do we have any of those graviton beams? It does not look like it. What is that? Really? So, alright, so we have some supplies. We have lots of supplies here. We can now trade with the hegemony, but it won't be profitable to do so until we can trade on the black market again, which necessitates that we fix our faction with them. We do have a nice bit of money, so let's go ahead and start seeing what we can do. So, show colony info. Let's push those growth incentives up on each one of our colonies. So I believe we have a queued away station on everything at this point. Okay, and can we afford to do that? We can! Okay. So we can get one more industry here. So this is mining, refining, and heavy. So we're going to want... to put heavy industry in here as soon as we can. So that will cost us 500,000 credits. Right. So with this one, that will start to create everything that we need at the moment. So let's go ahead and start trading to build up our money reserves again. Alright, trade to build up our money reserves, and we will... Okay, so we'll be trading to build up our money reserves once more, and we can then see, and you know, in the process we will find everything I think that we need to get that Paragon fully fleshed out. So we are going to, so we have all the fuel we need. We don't need these metals. So let's find out what people want to buy. So what do you want? Chalcedon and Epiphany and the Conta's Den will all buy. Epiphany, Kani, Derinkuyo Money Station would like fuel. So Epiphany and Chalcedon would like marines. We don't need that many. Let's see, we need 1,400. So we'll take 1,000 here, and then 400 here. What about this? Chalcedon wants 100 and Epiphany wants... Chalcedon wants 200 and Epiphany wants 100. So let's just get 300 of these. What about this? Epiphany wants 200. Go ahead and grab 200 then. Heavy armaments. So we're looking at 500 is our need. What about this? So they want 400. So we'll take 400. What about organs? Epiphany wants all the organs they can get their hands on. Domestic goods. What about this? Nova Maxios likes those. Perhaps not anything else. So Epiphany is going to want those for 30. Who's going to want that? So this will be the next best thing. So Epiphany wants 1,000 of these. And Chalcedon wants about 1,000 as well. So we could take 2,000. No. Take 8,000. Okay. So let's go to Chalcedon first. How much they wanted in supplies? Yeah, we should probably take all the supplies we can get them. Okay, so to Chalcedon, and where we will sell things in mass, make all the money, followed by we will make all the money, followed by very slowly building up the rest of everything. Then we'll come back, make heavy refining, make a heavy industry, build refining in some places, and we should be good at that point. Alright. Let's see if we can slip through there, turn off our transponder, slip in, and alright. So Chalcedon wants heavy armaments. Let's go ahead and accept that. Okay, so trade. We'll accept this contract. Then we will trade first. So we need what, 200? I think it was 190 units. They don't want all of it. They just want a good, decent portion of it. Then we will go here and make the trade. Excellent. Let's go back to trading. Sell 1,000 of those, sell a bunch of that, buy a bunch of them, sell a bunch of that. Epiphany wants those. Epiphany wants those. And Epiphany wants those. Okay, so there we go. Now let's make our way to Epiphany. Don't have the things that we want there, and when they don't have what we want here either. So to Epiphany we go. To El Giba. And then once we have gotten there, we will make as much money as we can. Okay, so Olinda wants metal. Let's keep that transponder up. Epiphany wants harvested organs. They're willing to pay a lot for them. We have enough to do it. So we will accept this order. And then we go to Epiphany to satisfy that trade deal. No. We want to sell. So let's go in. They'll buy 800. They will, yeah, or a bunch. They'll buy a lot of that. They'll buy this, and who else buys this stuff? So they'll buy these as well, and that, and this, and that, and this, and all of that. Okay, and like that we have 2 million credits laying around. Okay, anything that we want? No. So let's make our way down to Nova Maxios. The best part about this is that while we are needing to really the best part about it all is that while we are having to do a lot of stuff, so the best part about this is that we aren't spending our time collecting all those resources. The AI is doing it. So let's repair our ships. Yeah, we're good on crew. Let's see what we can get on both markets. Nothing that we're too worried about. So let's buy all the supplies we have. Let's buy all the fuel they have. Let's hire Marines. We know that there's a task out with organs and supplies right now, so we're going to buy lots of organs. So we'll accept both of these. So they want this as well. We'll accept that. And what were those trades for? 40 organs each, so we can now satisfy that in its entirety. And we have more supplies, so that's not a problem for us. What else can we get here for relatively cheap? 170 isn't that bad. I think those normally buy for like 200. Heavy armaments are typically around 500, I think. Heavy machinery. Good. Okay, domestic goods, it's slightly above. And food. Tiffany would buy food for a slight profit. It won't be worth it to us to go and buy anything from them. Let's make our way over to the Kanta's Den. Oh, and we could go and increase our faction with the hegemony again. So what do you guys want? So you'd be willing to buy that, but we actually have a different idea. Let's go to Black Market. Let's buy your fuel. Let's buy your Marines. That's for cheaper. That's more expensive. This is cheap. 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 Expensive. Okay, so what else can we find here that we want? Nothing. Okay. So let's make our way over to Vicina, where we will continue the rest of our buying frenzy. And as you can see, once you have an adequately sized fleet and the ability to buy en masse, like it becomes very easy to just make a ton of money very quickly. Okay, so they don't have any items that we want in terms of weapons, but we'll take their supplies, we'll take their fuel, we'll buy their Marines. The heavy machinery is at a slight profit to them. Yeah, that's going to be a slight profit as well to them. I think the harvested organs are normally around 300. It's around 500 normally. I mean, 50 normally. Okay, and like all of that, I think we're good. But we might as well get something else that they're willing to pay at a profit. Okay, so maybe food? No. Chalcedon will buy that at 35. But no, we're not going to do that. We will instead make our way over here, hopefully outrun anybody coming after us. And let's see. Our quests take us all to Epiphany. So let's go to Epiphany, where we will sell off everything that we can. Make a metric ton of cash. And hopefully not have a whole lot of problems. Then we will make our way over to Hegemony Space, where we will... Oh my. How many supplies do we have? 600? How much will it cost to get us back home. Not that much. Okay, well, we're going to make a potentially terrible decision here, and we are going... So we have... So let's accept these. Let's finish making our way to Epiphany. How much longer do I have on these? 28 days? We might as well just do this one real quick. And then go and satisfy the other ones as quickly as we can. Alright, let's do this one. But you... Quartermaster, you want... What are you? Roasted organs. Comes directory. Huh. Oh yeah, I have to give it to you twice. Okay, so what do we have in terms of supplies? We have 470. And how many of these are still going? So accepted. Okay, so those are all done. These need to be done. So I have some time. I'm going to go to... Who am I at war with right now because of Tritachyon? They're at war with the Ludic Church and the Persian League. So if I go to Asconia, with all of this illegal stuff, that's not going to be a good idea. Do they want... Do you guys want drugs? No. Heavy armaments? You do want those. Luxury goods, organs. They'll take organs. Okay. Let's go to Connie real quick. See what we can get out of them here. Then we'll try to quickly buy up as many supplies as we can. Blast. Blast. Okay, let's keep that transponder up. And let's go to Connie. Alright, let's trade. I would like to buy your supplies. I would like to sell you stuff now. So you need fuel. Have fuel. And they don't want anything else, so that works for me. So what about Orlando? Let's go see what we can drop off at Chalcedon. Make a ton of money and not have to really worry about much. So they would want to buy my supplies. They would like to buy fuel. That works for me. They want soldiers. They want drugs. It's not a good price though. So we'll sell them the fuel. Soldiers, it costs us 200 each, so that's okay. Heavy armaments, that's not a good price for them. And that won't be great. But we will take all the crew they have. I don't think they have anything new here that I'm interested in. What about on their open market? Nothing. Alright, let's go to Orlindau. Let's... First off, how's it doing? Okay, I can't see. Let's go see what's going on over here. We can now afford to do the Epiphany demands, trades. Oh, well, they have quite a bit now. So we'll take their supplies, we'll take their fuel, we'll take their marines. Oh, the heavy machineries I don't know what the price. Luxury goods are okay. The heavy armaments are a bit much. Recreational drugs are at cost, I think. Harvester organs are at cost. Domestic goods are at cost. Volatiles are at cost, but we can't afford to have them. Where are we? Yes. Okay. And they don't have anything else that we want. Okay. So let's go ahead and make our way to Epiphany, where we can satisfy those trades. And then leave. So let's see what we can do here. So you guys, what do you guys think about all this trading? It's pretty easy once your fleet is sufficiently large to just, then once you have a colony and you get lots of stuff, it's really easy just to be able to say, I'm going to go and trade all this stuff and make like over 1 million, just like that. And they want fuel, so we have loads of fuel. So we will trade, we will accept this trade as well. Just by virtue that we have everything that they're asking for, they are able to get lots of this stuff. Ah! Wait, what? No. Constructor. There we go. So, the Luddic Path hits us slightly less. And we made a metric ton of money doing that. So, let's go invest that into our ships. Into our colonies. And then we will make our way to this bounty over here. And Valhalla. There's also Aslan. I think Valhalla has more stuff to hit though. So let's go ahead and make our way back to Duzak. Going through these deep hyperspace storms. Trying to avoid them as much as we can. Okay, so in we go. What's this? Oh, pirates. Is there raid on my colony right now? There is. Well then. I have a feeling they're going to have lots of trouble with this station. And not because they're going to jump in. So let's just drop all this stuff here. We'll keep like 50. Yeah, we'll keep like 100 heavy machinery around. Oh, no. No. Well, I mean, we might as well, right? We just don't want weapons here. So, let's invest our money real quick. So this one is heavy, so we'll put heavy industry in here. What else can we do? So we would like to look at you. What can we do? I don't think anything. I don't think we can do anything with you just yet. So what about you now? What can we do with you? The Patrol HQ, we will update that as soon as we can. Let's make the ground defenses heavy batteries. As for you, we can't increase that yet, so heavy batteries here as well. Let's make that a megaport. And over here, is this a megaport? No, let's make it a megaport. And like that, we've spent all our money. But let's go ahead and join this little fight, shall we? So we're going to join the battle. We're going to throw our shades in, our dooms in, and let's go ahead and start exterminating as much of the enemy as we can. All right. Enemy ships are retreating, and our ships seem to be doing very well with themselves. So we shouldn't have that much trouble killing the enemy. Even though we do just have nothing but mining lasers. That's pretty funny. Let's go into peace phase. I think if we uncloak right now, we die. So we're not going to do that. So let's go to the back of their stack and destroy their ships back here. We should be able to get back. We should be able to get to the back of it, but we need to unphase. Not advisable. We are kind of running really low on flux. So let's go ahead and drop this right now. Alright, let's try to get back to the rear end of the encounter area. Let's move out of the way of those missiles. I don't seem to be doing all that much. He's turned around now. Let's just vent our flux so we can kill them. But now they have to worry about me as well. What they are going to find is that I am very, very difficult to deal with. Right, the enemy is just trying to deal some damage. Let's go ahead and get our way back here, as that allied Doom is over there. Also taking care of these guys. Alright, very nice. Now we have this enemy over here. Let's go ahead and deal with him. Very nice. Alright, just not allow him the luxury of being able to bring his shields down in the vent. Alright, he's having a flame out now, so just take care of him real quick. Alright. So we've taken out those capital ships for the most part that are actually dangerous to the station. There's two more coming in. Let's go ahead and kill this guy real quick. Very nice. How is he doing? Very nice. Just exterminate those real quick. Have some. We can introduce this guy to a nice torpedo, and then we'll come back around and introduce those other torpedoes into the back. Actually, let's just use mines to deal with this guy as we make our way away from this. Very nice. So let's just keep going, and we will slowly make our way away from this capital ship there. Let's go ahead and vent our flux, and then come back around and finish it. Alright, so sends out his harpoons. Doesn't seem to have that much in the way of point defense, so we will. Oh yeah, our torpedoes aren't ready yet. That's the problem. Very nice. And we didn't even suck in half the enemy explosion either. So, there's only carriers now. These are kind of helpless once the enemy gets too close to them. Torpedoes we can use, so let's just do that. Because our point defense takes out most of these fighters that are after us. Let's just kill their carriers. Very nice. Next is this guy, who we will come back around and shoot in the back. Not so sure what happened to our other Doom. He might have gotten destroyed. Or he might be off chasing someone else. Very nice. So there were still enemy fighters, so that means there are still enemy ships. They are now fleeing for their lives. There he goes. Wow. Nice. Just spams at all those mines. I love it. Okay, so we lost a couple of allied ships, but nothing of any real import. Oh, oops. Well, let's have them do their thing real quick. I suppose we can take control of this one. I intended to let the second in command handle it, but let's go ahead and kill these guys. Let's have them go here first, and then they will hit the enemy in a frontal assault to waylay them as much as possible. Because otherwise, they have a tendency to sort of try to go out their sides when they don't need to in these phase ships. Alright, let's keep going. Well phased. And let's go kill this last military craft. We're going to give it a shocking experience. And here we go. Oh no. There. Now the other allied ships should close in. Oh no, we can't let you just have all the shocks. Oh, dang. Let's shock it. Come on, come on, come on. You first. Oh no! Hey. I blew myself up again. I have a tendency to do that. I get really excited and boom! So we'll take everything they had. And the pirate raid failed. Oh, too bad for them. Right, let's go and just drop everything off at our original destination. So let's manage the colony. Now let's do our inventory first. All that stuff. Stuff this up there. And, alright, we seem to be doing alright. Let's repair our ships. And what do we have left? Because we're going to go fighting a bunch of enemies. So let's try and get, I don't know, up to 1,000 supplies. We're close there too. And now let's make our way over to wherever this bounty is. We have 19 days left on it, and it is Aslan or Valhalla. So we're going to go to Aslan. It'll take about the same amount of time to get there. But at Aslan, I don't know. We'll see. They're all probably hanging out at this point anyway. So let's go over there, see what faction bonuses we can get from slaughtering these people, and we will go from there. To Aslan, I believe it is. Yes. Pointedly not Naraka. Well, we already have our friends here. Let's join the battle. So, not particularly scary enemy fleet, so we're going to... I'm going to pilot this one while these three are off doing their thing. We forgot to put our officer back on that one ship, so we would have some problems being able to do much else. I wouldn't want to push him out there knowing full well that he will very likely just get blown up. Okay, so what do we have here? I think it might be interesting, like, if there's... I mean, of course there are tons of mods, but if someone made a mod that just made all these ships super deadly, I have a feeling it would just be unplayable, but at the same time, the enemy ships would be laid out in a way that would make them all incredibly dangerous to fight against than what players would typically use. Like, that could be interesting, I suppose. Likely unplayable, but interesting. Let's capture those. And now the enemy shows themselves. The enemies show themselves. So we're going to wait until just about when they start shooting at us. And then we're going to phase and go after their rear ships. which would be these two drone figures. We do need to drop off some plucks, however. Let's go ahead and take out some of these ships so that they can't be a bother for us anymore. There are those harpoons. Very nice. So let's go ahead and vent our flux, dodge these harpoons, go in here and kill this drone tender in the back, I guess, or this destroyer. The fewer little ships there are, the better. We can actually kill that drone tender, so we're going to go do that and pick him up. Then we're going to go after these two carriers. So, let's do that. We do need to start killing those fighters so they stop being a problem for us. We are going to get away from these harpoons. Alright, so the entire enemy fleet, for the most part, is trying to kill us right now. And we need to have a moment where we can drop our flux. So let's go ahead and slip down here and kill this hound. Or try to, at least. And we will go and strafe those. So we're just going to now go the opposite direction of those harpoons, which will give us plenty of room to break free with. Alright, let's go kill these carriers real quick while we have made some nice room for ourselves. So let's phase again to speed up our recovery. And then let's keep doing that. Let's vent real quick. And let's go after this carrier as well, so we can get rid of the enemy carriers and stop them from killing our phase ships. We will, of course, need to worry about that. Those two torpedoes that the Wolf has. We don't want to end up finding ourselves on the receiving end of that. Alright, so as soon as we're out of range of the enemy, we are going to vent. Then we need to start eliminating these fighters. Looks like he might have... Oh, he just has some ion weaponry. He's not particularly threatening. You fool. Right. Very nice. continue backing up. I guess we're going to continue backing up. And then shooting in the back. And then, before you can start looking at us giving you a charge, we are going to slip away. Those talons can be dangerous. There's so many of them. So let's go and more of him. Alright, I would like for that shade to be over here. You're going to charge? You're going to charge! Excellent! I love it when you make bad decisions. Okay, so the two of us really should look into withdrawing for now. So you're starting to have problems. You're going to start having problems. I need this ship to pretty much just leave. And I would like for you... So I want this ship to just leave. I know that it does a bad job at doing that sometimes. Okay, so they are now breaking off. Let's go take control of that ship. Oh no! As he tries to fight them head on, instead of going after the higher priority targets. Okay, there is a strategy to killing these things. It is basically to flux a lot, to vent, so that you can use your antimatter blasters faster and more frequently. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that charge. Excellent. Go ahead and take care of this wolf next. He will most likely do his shift. Yes, there he goes. He can probably do it a few more times. It doesn't matter that he could do it a few more times now. And who else is left? A bunch of those. How are you looking? Let's have you leave. I'll have this ship leave. And what else? What else can we bring in? This shade. Yeah, we should be able to finish them off with that shade. So let's go ahead and take control of that. Thank you. No problem there. And there are going to be these carriers over here. I'm going to want to kill them before they can cause too much of a problem. But the Shade is actually really good at taking out enemy carriers because it can just lightning their interceptors away. So let's go and kill the enemy carriers. Alright, so let's do it. Alright, took out a fair number of them. Not in a way that was particularly smart, but we took out a fair number of them. What's this? Oh, I thought somebody was running. I was going to say there can be no survivors, you know the rules, and so do I. Oh no, that could be one. But it wasn't. Let's go kill that buffalo. Let's go kill that destroyer. It's probably a bit worse, and looks like the entire fleet is after me. Which I'm fine with. Alright, so we're probably going to make a clean withdrawal here. Oh no, they've got this battleship coming in. Well, let's go do that. See how he does. So it's 64%. Let's just lead everyone to him. Go on, I've got your back. Keep them nice and busy while I go slide in the night. Didn't actually think you'd be allowed to live, did you? No, you poor wolf. Well, it looks like you will be allowed to live. Alright, so how are we doing? Let's go after this one back here. This buffalo. No problems there. Let's go and kill this. Let's go and destroy this destroyer. Down. Very nice. And our ship is at 50%. Are the enemies running for their lives? Yes. So we're going to claim victory. We're going to join the pursuit. Sure. Let's have you do it. All ships disabled. What was that? Okay, well, we didn't lose anything, so whichever. Okay, nothing that we want. Let's take through the Savage. The hegemony is still suspicious of us, but you know, that's fine. They can be suspicious. Let's make our way over to... But that does mean we have enough to where if we can escape after doing some black market trading, they won't be too suspicious of us. We can also go and repair our ships. So let's do that. What's this? Oh. Yeah. Let's repair our ships first. Then let's dedicate one. Oh, they're running for their lives, eh? Well, I have bad news. They're not allowed to run. But we're running out of time, so we're going to have these ships try to take care of it. So we killed most of them. So let's consider ship recovery. We don't want anything, so we're going to do that. The hegemony is now neutral to us. So let's go ahead and see what else we can do. System bounty in Aslan. Alright, so the hegemony is deciding that it's having a change of heart. But there's jerks who attacked one of their patrols and murdered their men. So let's go ahead and see what we can get here. Nothing that we're particularly interested in now, but it just is what it is. Let's go over to Chiselnose Mac or whatever and see what we can get. Okay, any graviton beams? Doesn't look like it. Or any tachyon beams. We can buy supplies from them for very cheap, so we're going to buy their supplies. We're going to buy lots of fuel. Yeah, lots of marines, why not? We're not going to buy anything that is illegal to have, though, because that would get us in hot water. Okay, so we just have that. Let's go to Kotal, because he now wants to scan us. Let's trade some more. Let's pick up more supplies, more fuel, more marine. Oh, we can't afford it. Darn. So we won't. We'll pick up more marines instead. What about supplies? The fuel is at lower value, so as well as at lower cost. So we're probably going to stick around here a little bit and kill a lot more pirates and make the hegemony like us more. But that's going to be next episode. So leave me a comment below. Tell me what you think about the playthrough. Tell me what you enjoy, what you don't enjoy. And pretty soon, once Druzak is finished and doesn't need any more babysitting at all, it will really just be me going out and hitting pirate bases. Once I've hit enough of those, we really have some practice with those, with the Paragon and how everything works. We will then make our way out into the Great Yonder to go and find all the things and make all the money. We may even end up replacing our fleet with mostly Dooms, but I think that would be a terrible idea and not cost effective at all. But we'll find out. I'll see you guys next time. Comment, like, subscribe, ring that bell, share with your friends, post on social media. I'll see you guys later. Bye.